pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Campbell.
Here.
Dempsey.
Here.
Forward.
Here.
Fournier.
Here.
Crop.
Here.
Menser.
Here. Need a motion to excuse Commissioner Button.
Motion to excuse Commissioner Button.
Support.
Roll call, please.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yes.
Okay, there are no announcements, acknowledgement, or are there any announcements, acknowledgement?
A few meetings, Mayor.
Oh, you have a few meetings, mayors meetings? Okay.
The Beautification Committee will be meeting tomorrow, Wednesday, September 5th at 7 p.m. at the Mount Clemens Public Library. The Zoning Board of Appeals meeting that was scheduled for tomorrow at 9 a.m. has been canceled. The Planning Commission will be meeting tomorrow on Wednesday, September 5th at 7 p.m. here at City Hall. The Historical Commission will be meeting on September 12th at 7 p.m. Traffic Safety Committee will be meeting on Tuesday, September 18th at 6:30 p.m. here at City Hall. And the Housing Commission will be meeting on Tuesday, September 18th at 7 o'clock here at City Hall.
Commissioner Ford?
Earlier this evening, an elderly gentleman came in here, said he had a meeting tomorrow here at 7:30. After first he thought it was today at 7
I
o'clock.
think that was Mr. Schlager.
Oh.
Okay.
He
Planning
forgot
Commission.
it was,
The Planning Commission typically meets on Tuesday, but because of the commission meeting tonight, their meeting has been moved over to Wednesday.
Well, I hope somebody knows him.
yeah, I'm sure somebody will reach out to him.
Okay.
All right, adoption of the agenda, need a motion?
Motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Support.
In harmony. Roll call, please.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menser.
Yep.
Campbell.
Yes.
Okay, this is public participation. This is the time you may address this body. All we ask is that you give us your name, your residential address, and that you adhere to our 3-minute rule. Open mic night. Whoa. All right, moving right along. Oh, of course.
Good evening, Ricky Stevenson, 69 Bain. I'm standing here on behalf of Turning Point. As you all know, their annual walk is on the 22nd of this month. And let the community know the Tara Grant walk this on the 22nd of September. I told them that, I was going to city commission meeting and that I would, bring that up. Just keep it in people's minds and things of what's going on there.
And where is it?
At Freedom Hill. Yeah, Freedom.
That's good news.
It's called Freedom something else now, but it's Freedom Hill as far as I'm concerned. You know where it is on 16 Mile Road.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay. We had no administrative responses, so I need a motion to approve the minutes from previous meetings.
Motion to approve the minutes from August 20th, 2018.
Support. Roll call?
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop. Yes. Menser.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes. General Business 9A, request approval to enter into an amended funding agreement with the Suburban Mobility Authority for Regional Transportation, SMART, for the continued expansion of the services. I need a motion.
Move to approve the amended contract between the City of Mount Clemens and Suburban Mobility Authority for Regional Transportation, SMART, and to authorize the appropriate city officials to sign and enter into the agreement.
Do I have a second?
So, second.
On July 2nd, 2018, City Commission approved City Administration entering into an agreement with SMART for a federal operations grant from the Federal Transit Administration. That agreement has been amended by SMART to include additional clarity tying the agreement back to the source of the federal programs from which they came. The purpose of the grant is to provide the continued expansion of transportation services to senior and disabled passengers through the program known as the Senior Shopper. It is the intent of Mount Clemens Dial-A-Ride to continue the expanded services of the Shopper route, which include Meijer, Kroger, and Walmart. The grant funding will pass through SMART and has been attached for your review. The total amount awarded is $54,054. The City of Mount Clemens will be responsible to fund the local match portion of the grant, or $27,027, through in-kind services. This is a contractual document between the City of Mount Clemens and SMART, which outlines the project.
Okay. Are there any questions? Commissioner Menzer?
I just have a problem with the wording. It says here the total amount awarded is $54,054, and that our portion is $27,027, or 027. And then on page 12, it repeats that. How can the total amount awarded be $54,000 then? The total amount would be 27.
Well, because the grant has a match to it through in-kind services, which is the 27,000.
So you're
And so
counting-
if you reduce that that match amount, it would be less than that 54,000.
Well, I want the whole 54,000.
Well,
It
get-
just seems like it's kind of funny to me. You know, if they're awarding us 54, then give us the whole 54, and then we'll
Right.
put up our own money, and that'll be a $75,000, project.
Right.
So I don't.
If you look at Exhibit A, it's a little clearer on Exhibit A. It's attached to the contract.
What?
That would be the page 12, I think she was
Yeah,
talking
page-
about.
Page 12?
Page 12 of the agenda package.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Okay.
So when they mean in kind, what does that exactly mean?
So from our drivers or from our expenses that the city has, that would be in-kind services.
Oh, okay.
So it's already
So-
services that we're providing, that's what we're utilizing as the match.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like there's an additional expense to that.
I know, but I thought maybe in kind would mean that you gave somebody free rides.
No, it's actually, the in-kind services is the expense that the city has towards that project.
Oh, okay. All righty. Are there any other questions?
No.
Roll call, please.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Menzer.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
9B, approve purchase and payments of invoices.
Move to approve purchases and payment of invoices as presented.
Support?
Are there any questions? Commissioner Fournier?
Can you just give me a little background on the purchase of the salt? This is a state-awarded contract that only says how much you can purchase from each company, or how does that work?
It is a state-awarded contract, and so the city in April says that we'll take, for example, 1,200 tons as a seasonal backup. And then we're responsible to take up to 70% of that 1,200 tons or 20% over that 1,200 tons.
So why wouldn't we go with Detroit Salt Company versus Compass Minerals? It's just, or they're just giving you an offer for that much, is that? Because they were cheaper per ton. So Detroit Salt was $47.61 a ton, and Compass was $61.47. But if you also look at those, well, I know you know.
I believe that
this.
there's two different, there's a early fill and then a seasonal backup. And
Okay.
maybe, and so I don't recall which one is which, but the early fill would have been the one contract and then the seasonal backup would have been the other. And that's why you're actually looking at
Because-
both of those contracts.
It's different tonnage, too.
It
One's
is
Yeah, I was going to
200,
say,
one's
there's a big
1,200.
difference between
Yeah, because of-
1,200 and 300.
Right. The
so that's
300
probably
would be
why.
the
Backup?
early fill.
Oh, early?
Early fill.
So-
Okay,
So,
interesting. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Are there any other questions? Commissioner Menzer?
So I have two different subjects. I was just looking at replace a roof at the fire department, and we're getting that from Community Development Block Grant Contractual Services. I don't remember those CDBG funds coming in for that. 104,000.
Brian, would you like to share?
The county issued a notice of additional funding for CDBG funds in 2018, and they were looking for projects basically that were shovel-ready to go. They wanted these projects to be done by the end of this calendar year. So we applied for funds to do the fire department roof. It was a project that was already budgeted for in this upcoming budget, or the current budget. So we did apply for additional funding. We were able to secure $123,500. We went out for bid. It is lower than that. And we are required to use $25,000 of general funds first before we can tap into the additional CDBG funding.
Well, that's excellent, because that saves us about 100 grand.
That's correct.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And my other question is I was looking at the Nickel and Saf letter, and you know what? Here's just a weird question. I just wanted to make sure that we were getting that pollution liability clause.
The what?
Pollution liability clause. It's a 3-year policy, and it covers. It covers, let me see, I don't have my glasses on. We get that, but to add terrorism coverage, it's an additional premium of approximately $666. And I just wondered if we were going to include that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I think everybody's saying yes, yes, yes. Did you get it? Did you get that on camera? Yes. No.
Okay. And I did check in that rating, that AXV rating, that means, the XV means they have approximately $2 billion sitting around, so they have an excellent ability to meet their ongoing insurance obligations, and it looks to me to be a very good deal.
Anybody else?
I had one more question.
Please.
On the suburban basement for the Anton Art Center's waterproofing, I take it that was not planned? Was that something that,
No.
that just happened?
Yeah, we just had some water.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Okay, roll call.
Crop.
Yes.
Menzer.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Consent agenda. Need a motion?
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
Okay, roll call.
Menzer.
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes.
Dempsey.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Fournier.
Yes.
Crop.
Yes.
Okay, city manager's report.
A work session has been scheduled for Monday, September 10th at 6 p.m. to discuss the medical marijuana licensing ordinance. As a reminder, due to the Labor Day holiday, refuse pickup will run 1 day behind schedule this week from September 3rd through September 8th. The downtown crosswalk and streetscape project was scheduled to begin today, Tuesday, September 4th. The project includes new crosswalks and ADA compliant ramps at several intersections in the downtown. There will be street closures and detours posted throughout this project, and construction is expected to be completed in mid-November. The Harrington resurfacing project, originally scheduled to begin on August 17th, has been delayed yet again by the recent union strike. It is unknown at this time how long this delay will last, and we will keep you posted as we learn more. The annual Soapbox Derby Pancake Breakfast will be held on Saturday, September 8th from 7:30 a.m. until 11 a.m. at the Mount Clemens Fire Department. Proceeds will be donated to local charities. The annual Mount Clemens Grand Prix Soapbox Derby race will take place on Saturday, September 8th, weather pending, at 10 a.m. on the Crocker Bridge. For more information, please contact 586-468-7746 And the Farmers Market on North River Road will be hosting their annual Tater Pork Roast on Saturday, September 15th, from 9 a.m. until it is sold out. The market will be open from 7 a.m. until 1 p.m. For additional information, please contact the Macomb County Chamber at 586-493-7600. And the city has launched a new website. Please take a minute to check it out at www.cityofmountclemens.com.
Are there any questions of the report? No? All right, we'll start with commissioner comments. Commissioner Campbell.
I just have one thing regarding the phone calls and the email regarding that the resident had sent in. It has been passed on to the city manager, and they will be addressing the situation. So thank you for that. That's it.
That's it. Commissioner Crown.
Okay. I'm looking forward to the art party on September 20th. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, they are available at the Art Center or on their website. You can buy them online through their website. And again, that's September 20th. Also looking forward to the Soapbox Derby race and the pancake breakfast all this Saturday. And I have a coffee talk on September 11th at 9:30 a.m. at John's Family Grill. And then one on Thursday, September 13th at 7 p.m. Again at John's Family Grill. So if you're interested in talking about current events in Mount Clemens, come on out and have some coffee with us. That's all I have today.
Thank you. Commissioner Fournier.
Well, it's been a kind of a quiet 2 weeks, so I really don't have anything going on. I'll look forward to seeing you all at the workshop for marijuana, for our figure out what we're going to do with that. And I hope everyone had a safe back to school day, and everyone have a good evening.
Commissioner Ford.
My compliments to Mr. Tingley and Mrs. Weiss on a nice job down on Shady Side. It was packed Saturday and Sunday. Horseshoes were flying. Nice job. Oh, and I like to have what they call a fire chief.
Thank you. Commissioner Menzer.
So with the new school year, there's been some changes at Mount Clemens Public Schools. Linda Knopp has retired after 51 years as a physical education teacher at Seminole. Seminole also has gained a new music instructor, Alma Gale, a third grade instructor, Julianne Court, and gained 2 behavioral specialists, Deborah Kanorski and Ronald Norfleet. The high school had some changes, the middle and high school. Michelle Plummer, special education, Amanda Sizemore in math, and Elizabeth Jensen is now the director of curriculum. So good things are happening in our school system, and we look forward to meeting these teachers and seeing what they can do. I want to remind you, September 11th is the memorial service starting at 7 o'clock in front of the court building here for the fallen heroes, Macomb County fallen heroes. I want to remind you that Chief Edward Sawitsky of the Mount Clemens Fire Department passed away January 30th, 1929 in the call of duty, and Robert J. Ahrens, Mount Clemens Police Department, passed away during the call of duty on November 1st, 1973. I have a special interest in that memorial because my dad has a brick on it. Although he has not passed, he is, I can't tell you how old he was, he'll kill me. But he has a brick there, and it's very special for my whole entire family to go down there and honor him. So I think I would like to see some residents down there to remember our Mount Clemens City fallen heroes. I've been contacted several times about the homeless situation. The interim city manager, Lisa Borghese, has been talking with the sheriff department and Sergeant Gillespie, and hopefully we'll have a workshop on this subject soon. But I think it's a topic that we really need to get a handle on. We should be able to handle these homeless people with some compassion and empathy, but we need to make sure that our customers or clients who come down to utilize the downtown businesses, and when they walk out of one of the restaurants downtown and there are 12 to 14 people gathered at the fountain stage, and some of them are washing laundry in the fountain, that does not portray an image that is welcoming to the community. In addition, today, Tuesday, the Henry Ford intake up at Select Care has closed. They closed their services. So we may very well have more homeless in our community with mental illness and other difficulties. So I think that it's very timely that we have these conversations and come up with a solution that continues to encourage people to visit our town so that our businesses have customers, but that we handle their living situation or lack of living situation with some kind of empathy. So I'm really looking forward to having some kind of workshop and discussion, and if the community members have any ideas, hints, programs that they want to tell us about, please contact either the city administration or contact me. I'd love to hear your ideas, because I think it's something that we really need to get behind, ahead of, especially before winter. So, and that's what I have tonight.
Thank you. I have nothing. So I will ask for an adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
Oh, wait a minute. All in favor?
Aye.
Of course, she's ready to close the meeting now. Meeting adjourned.